Hey, this is Sarah Del Rey, the Queen of Wrestling, and you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com.
All right, we're back. Welcome to In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon, handsome Jackie Jones. Off my right-hand man.
1-inch biceps, the power goat!
Oh,
how about that?
He's got the power tonight. And the man all the way from the UK.
The voice fantastic, another highly pleasing hyperboles, Bobby Richards, Potato Man.
Oh, man. And making his return to In Your Head for the third time, we've got Larry Sweeney on the line with us.
Sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour. Sweet and sour.
I'm not just Larry Sweeney. I'm sweet and sour Larry Sweeney. Get it right.
Sweet and sour Larry Sweeney. He's not barbecue. He's not Kung Pao. He is sweet and sour.
Huh. So what do you want to ask me?
Yeah. Well, actually, where did sweet and sour come from?
Well, it's just kind of a natural fit. I mean, I came up with a whole bunch of different monikers that I thought might fit, and I wanted to go with something that was a little bit, might get a little bit of attention, was a little bit more, was a little bit different than, the Simply Marvelous or Simply Natural or, whatever those are.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I was going to be working with a character and a gimmick that was, the oldest one in the book, so I didn't want the name to sound normal. I wanted the name to be something a little bit different.
Yeah. And is that your sauce of choice?
No.
You're pulling out the hard-hitting questions tonight.
I like trying to. I mean, sweet and sour sauce, shit. Back when I was right starting in the business, somebody made me a mock-up T-shirt of sweet and sour sauce that they sell at McDonald's. And I'm like, I've eaten at McDonald's probably over the past 10 years 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid, he thought the natural hookup was making a shirt that said sweet and sour Larry Sweeney, except it looked like one of the stupid little sweet and sour sauces at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. No, I go for General Tso's chicken.
Oh, yeah. You can't beat the General Gal. Around here, it's General Gal. Some places, General Tso's. It's all General. No, we're not just going to talk about sauces here. I know a lot of people expect that, but the last time we had you on here was June 2009. It's been over a year. What's been going along in your life here?
Well, as you speak to me right now, I'm on the express train from Chicago, where I lived for 2 years, down to Louisiana, where I'm moving into. This is legit. That's not a fucking joke. I'm legit moving down to the Texarkana region, and we'll be wrestling there. It's since last June. No, it's it's been a hard year. It's been quite a hard year. I've had a lot of reflecting that I've had to do. A lot of hibernation style that I had to do. I had to, after putting this stuff out via my MySpace blog that I did, I was so embarrassed by once I realized what I'd done. I had to kind of disappear as best I could, and be in hiding. And so that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well. And, what do you know? Start of August, it was time to make a change. So, I decided to come out of hibernation. That's the story.
Yeah. Now, 14 months off, and you get back in the ring. Was that hard to do, or did you were you happy to do it?
No, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, Tracy Smothers told me back when I wrestled him, he said afterwards, he said, kid, nerves are the worst thing to blow you up. Because of that match that I had with him when he was the Golden Vampire 13, I was so nervous. And so I was so blown up, and it felt like we did anything in the match, but I was so blown up. And, I've been in this business 10 years now, and some nerves aren't a part of it. I don't have those healthy habits in the world, but going out there, we had a 13-minute match, and it was a good one. And, I wasn't nervous to be back in the ring. I know exactly what I'm doing. I was a little bit curious about whether or not I'd be able to have enough gas in the tank to keep going. But I had all the gas that I needed and some surplus. So, I considered it, even though I lost, I considered it quite a successful return. And the promo that I did afterward, that's gotten a lot of play on YouTube. That's good. Mm-hmm. So, all in all, I'm happy.
Yeah. Now, when you do a promo and, like, people are raving about it, it's all over YouTube, like, how does it make you feel?
Well, it's very nice. I mean, I've been doing this shit for so long that I don't generally look at the comments or whatnot. But right now, with me coming back, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit more sensitive to the opinions of fans. And, when I do something like that promo, and then there are positive comments about it, or people are say very nice things, that feels very good to me, and I'm very appreciative.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you're doing a promo like that, how much of that is thought out beforehand? How much of it is just you going out there?
Zero. After doing this for 10 years, I need zero time beforehand. I say turn the camera on and let's go. That's it.
Yeah. In one of Mick Foley's books, he talks about like going into promo land, like in his head, and he gets kind of in his own little world. Can you relate to that at all? Is that something you do?
I did. Yeah, absolutely. When I was in my younger years in the business. Now, I mean, I don't need to. I mean, it's like, it's my job, and, it's time to cut a promo. I cut a promo, and I always enjoy cutting a promo. But, especially I've had two matches back. One for Danny Daniels at AEW, and one for Chuck Roberts at IWC in Pittsburgh, which nobody knows about. IWC. Go to IWCWrestling.com. They're one of the top independent wrestling products out there right now. And nobody knows about them. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know. I was in a 3-on-3 War Games steel cage match there on August 21st. And, the video packages they do are excellent. And, everything, everything about their product is good. But nobody knows about it. And I don't know why that is. So, please go to their website and help try to promote them, because it's, one more place to work for a guy like me. So, as far as going into the promo zone, absolutely not. I mean, my life is intense enough as I live it. I don't need to escape during the course of my average day into some heightened version of, masculinity or violence or whatever, however you want to phrase that, and cut a promo. I don't give a shit. What I say when I do my promos is the truth as I perceive it at that moment. And so the rest of the time I'm just kind of hanging out, and I don't need to go to that heightened thing. I mean, cutting a promo, that's my job.
Mm-hmm.
I only have one job, and that's as a pro wrestler, okay? So cutting a promo, I mean, I have 10 years of experience. I don't need to practice anymore. I don't need to jaw jack. I don't need to, and not that there's anything wrong with that, because I did that a lot back when I started out with Chikara, just to try to find a voice. But now that at this point in time, I'm way beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Chikara, do you keep up with the current product?
To a certain extent, I know they got this invasion thing that's going on, the BBK and all that shit. The truth of the matter is that that's where all my best friends in wrestling are. Eddie Kingston, Jigsaw, Icarus. Do I have any other friends besides that? I don't know if I do. But I do keep up with it to a certain extent. I'm not a fan. I don't get the DVDs. But I try to be somewhat aware. I mean, I'm aware of the fact that Quackenbush drew for that July show 755 people, according to the Observer. So he's making money. And that's very hard to do as an independent promoter in wrestling.
Yeah. They should just send you free DVDs, I think.
What's that?
I said they should just send you free DVDs. You shouldn't have to even, think about it.
Yeah, I mean, they should. But you know what? The fact of the matter is I've been doing this shit for 10 years. I don't enjoy watching wrestling too much. I mean, I enjoy watching the greats. Don't get me wrong. Like, Best of Most Perfect, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
But your average indie show with your average bums that are on that show, I'm not interested in watching that. And I get nothing out of it. I'm not, this is my job. I'm not a fan. It's my job. So,
Yeah.
send me a DVD, I probably wouldn't watch it.
Right. So, I wanted to bring this up because I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's the Canvas Man, the Robbie Ellis story, and it's a documentary, and it's been
I was in
official.
somewhere.
Oh, okay. But are you aware that it's been on the official selection for the Camden International Film Festival 2010?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, so I guess it's a pretty big deal. It's going to be at this film festival for 3 days.
Camden, like Camden, New Jersey?
I don't know. It's a Camden Film Festival, camdenfilmfest.org. Oh, Robbie Ellis plugged it over on our Facebook page. You're in it?
Robbie does really well. Robbie, I got to tell you this. Excuse me. Robbie is one of the most fascinating people that I've ever met in the business, one of the nicest people that I've ever met in the business. And what he's been able to do, which is so hard to do, because the people who get into this business are not your normal Joe. But Robbie, has been able to create a very successful life for himself outside of the ring and yet maintain his passion for pro wrestling and not get burnt out. And I don't know anybody who's done it better than him. And also on a personal level, he's tried to look out for me. And I have nothing negative to say about the man. And I hope this Canvas Man movie, I hope it does very, I don't know if the interview that I did for it made it in, but I hope the movie does very well, because he's got a very, very interesting story to tell.
Yeah. That's actually just checked. It's in Camden, Maine.
What?
So it's in Camden, Maine, that film festival.
Oh, yeah, shit. Well, then that ain't really big time.
I was trying to put it over. Yeah.
I mean, he's from Maine, and he's a prolific art dealer in the city of Portland, Maine.
Right.
So it would make sense that his movie would be shown at the film festival in Maine.
Maybe the film festival is his living room. I'm not really sure. But Barbie, do you have a question?
Yeah, you mentioned you're on the train heading down to Louisiana now. How much work have you done in the South?
How much work have I done in the South?
Yeah.
What's your question?
That's his
Are
question.
you aware of the title that I hold?
Well, I mean,
know what
obviously,
it's called?
you're like a jet setter all the way around the world, defending the ICW, ICWA,
Now,
and
number
TikTok
one, I can't understand you very well because you're British, so you got to talk slow. Number two, answer my question. Are you aware of the title that I hold?
The ICW, ICWA, Texarkana World Television Championship, yes, sir.
Not World Television Championship, Texarkana Television Championship.
My mistake, I apologize.
It's all right. So, I've done a tremendous amount of work down in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, a little bit, you name it. I mean, this has always been a story of my career. This has been my home, away from home, and you know, I couldn't be more excited about my return down there because I'll be able to get back working in the ring on these, you know, church shows, auction shows, these shows that are complete. I mean, the business is very alive down there, but nobody knows it because there's no press, there's no exposure. And the guys that you know, the friends that I'm staying with, you know, they're very good people, very, very nice people, and I couldn't be more excited. I've done a very significant amount of work down there, and I look forward to continuing it.
Beautiful. The blue guy here in our chat room, he says, last time you were on the show, you said you thought a lucha style would get over big in the United States. Are you surprised that Lucha Libre USA did not catch on?
Not at all. Lucha, I mean, I really must have been out of my mind if I thought that. Lucha sucks. You know, aside from the fact that, Quack's gotten over with the Lucha and Chikara, but Lucha sucks. It's choreographed. It's obvious that it's choreographed. In America, they like a perception of a real fight. Even if it isn't one, they like the perception of that. So, Lucha, to me, I hate it. It's all choreographed, and not even aware of what you brought up. Like, that's how disconnected from the business I've been. But any Lucha product, outside of Quack, who's a genius because he's gotten over with it, I wouldn't give it a nice cube chance in hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I believe one of their top stars was the Lucha Libre legend himself. Who was it, Barbara? We're gonna have on the show.
Jindrak?
Mark Jindrak, exactly.
Mark Jindrak?
Yeah.
He's a Lucha Libre star. He's a fucking jacked up dude who worked for Vince.
Mm-hmm. He was one of their main stars on the show.
Well, good luck. I mean, honestly, good luck, Mark Jindrak. I've been in this business 10 years. This is my business. I'm on a train right now. Mark Jindrak could be sitting 2 seats down from me, and I wouldn't know. I would know that there's a big jacked up dude sitting there, but I wouldn't know him.
You could ask him why he no-showed this place in a row.
I don't think he's got a promo. Look, I have nothing against him. I'm not familiar with his work, so I could be wrong. But, I mean, if you're going to make Mark Jindrak your top star, you might as well make goddamn Pinky Sanchez your top star. And if you know how I feel about Pinky Sanchez personally, then you know what that means.
I was actually going to ask you how you're getting along with Sanchez.
Well, I haven't seen him, in like 2 years.
Yeah.
If I go back to Chikara, gonna kick his ass. Legit style, not work style. I'm not gonna pull my punches. I will legitimately make him. I'll legitimately kick his ass. He doesn't belong in wrestling.
Why doesn't he belong in wrestling?
Well, number one, he's too small, and number two, he's a moron. Now, there are a lot of morons in wrestling who do all right, but Pinky Sanchez, he just irritates me on a personal level. I mean, I swear to God, if I'm ever in the ring with him again, I pity him. That's all.
Well, last time we had you on, you talked a lot about Kerry Silkin, and you said you guys were still friends and stuff, but you guys had some problems going on. Have you made amends since then?
Number one, I don't have to make amends. Amends is something you make when you have a drug problem or alcohol problem. I have neither.
I met with Kerry Silkin. Yeah, go on.
Number two, my relationship with Kerry Silkin is just fine.
Yeah, do you think we'll ever see you back in Ring of Honor?
Couldn't say.
Is it something you'd like to do, or just if it comes up?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. Things have changed a lot since I was involved in the company, and I know that I can contribute, but I also don't want to make wrestling my full-time job anymore. I mean, I did it every weekend, starting in late '05 through 10 or through 9 or whatever. And I don't want to go back to that, and I don't want to be obligated to appear at every one of Ring of Honor shows. So, but on the other hand, I know that I have something to offer them to contribute as a performer. So, I mean, do I want to go back? No, not really. But in the long run, it might be the best thing for the company if I did. And if it's Kerry's company and he's a close friend, number one, that makes me a little willing to do that. And number two, put yourself in my shoes. In 10 years, I've accomplished way more in pro wrestling than I ever thought that I would. 30 states, 5 countries, Japan, magazines, all that crap. Wrestled so many guys, Jake the Snake, Kamala, Greg Valentine, and the list goes on and on. And it's just a job for me. I started out as a fan, and now it's just a job. And I've accomplished more at 5'8" and 185 pounds than I ever thought was possible. So, I don't really know, man. I could go back on the road for him, for Kerry, but I don't like flying at all. So, that's a problem. That's why I'm taking the train down to Houston. The bottom line is the desire on my part is out of a scale of 1 to 12, maybe a 5.
Yeah.
But if I was given the right spot and given the right opportunity, that could all change.
Here in the chat room, after you brought up Pinky Sanchez, everyone's just they want to know where the hate originated for Pinky Sanchez.
The hate originated for Pinky Sanchez? Well, he's a douchebag.
Right. Was there any story that happened that set this off?
No.
Or just meet the guy?
No, he's a fucking douche. He's a douche. I don't like people who are douchebags. He's a douchebag. That's all.
Yeah. I think he went over it in our last interview. So.
All right. Everybody go check that one out.
Yeah.
Andrew said you went over it more in depth in the last interview.
Yeah, he don't want to go into it again.
Right, he doesn't want to repeat himself, I understand. Yeah. Andrew, you got a question?
Nick Hill from our chat room, he wants to know, who's the favorite person you ever managed?
I ever managed? Greg Valentine.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, the Hammer. Recently retired.
No, he's still going. He says he's retired, but I'm actually in a tag match on September 25th. Me and somebody who I don't know who it is, against Valentine or somebody. He don't got no options. He's going to keep going for a while, believe me.
Yeah. Is that sad to you if you see somebody just keeps going?
I'm sorry?
Is that sad to you if you see somebody, if you think they just keep doing it because they have to?
Well, life's sad, brother. There's a certain part of me that, hell yeah, that ain't nice to see. But then again, there's a million 9-to-5ers out there who I despise and would never live their lives. So, it's pretty hard. Define success for me. Define a successful life, It's like, everyone's got sadness, everyone's got happiness. Hopefully you have someone in your life with you. But then you can lose them. So, you're fucked either way. It's just the life that we lead. It's just the circumstances of life on this planet. And that's all it is.
Will we ever see a Texarkana TV title, replica titles for sale?
Very doubtful. I mean, do you think there's a market for that shit? I don't think anyone would buy that.
I don't know. We go to some fan fest, and there's people buying up all those belts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen. Tell them to email me at LarrySweeney@gmail.com, okay? And if I get more than a dozen requests, I'll look into it. But I doubt. I doubt.
It will have yours and Alvarez's signature on it.
What's that?
Whenever we go to the fan fest, all the fans get their belts signed. And I was just saying it would have Larry Sweeney and it had Brian Alvarez on it. How about that?
Well, yeah, Alvarez had a couple runs with the title, but I mean, in the end, I won. So you know, I'm the 27-time and current reigning champion. So Alvarez held it 3 times. 27 minus 3 equals 24, which means I'm 24 times better than him.
Yeah, it doesn't even compare to your run.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not at all.
If this idea takes off, just remember who gave it to you.
Well, what does that mean?
You know, maybe you could, give me a little cut,
A little taste.
Yeah.
Show you some money?
Yeah. I'd even settle for a free belt.
8 by 10?
8 by 10. Yeah, 8 by 10. Sure, what the hell?
A Christmas sub.
Yeah. 5 foot. Yeah, that'd be good. Barb, you got a question?
Absolutely. One person that I'm a big fan of is Sarah Del Rey. Are you at all surprised to see how much she's blown up in the past couple of years?
I'm not aware of the fact that she has. I mean, she's a very talented wrestler. But at the same time, you know, there are very many talented female wrestlers out there. So I'm not aware of the fact that she has blown up. She's not on WWE. You know, so I mean, I have a lot of respect for her, but I mean, from where I sit and where I stand and where I look, you know, things don't seem too different for her than they were 2 years ago. So take that for what you will.
When you say about she's on WWE, do you think, even if people say otherwise, do you think it's everyone's ultimate goal when they get into wrestling to someday make it in the WWE?
Would you repeat the question, please?
Do you think, even, some people say it's not, but do you think it's everyone who gets into the wrestling business, their ultimate goal is to someday work for the WWE?
No, I don't think that at all. The WWE is sorted. There's all kinds of backstage politics and crap going on. And, I mean, I was up there one night. That was real fun, right? But that doesn't mean that's my goal, is to be there.
Right.
I mean, that would probably be, money-wise, my best option because, I mean, if you don't think I'd be the best general manager, then Vince has run out of them. I mean, if he brought me in as a fucking general manager, you know that I would do good. Right?
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. The man behind the laptop. Mm-hmm.
Right. But, needless to say, the locker room politics and all the bullshit that goes up with that, I mean, people like to think they have a shot or this, that, the other, but, no, it's not the goal of everyone in here. Not by a long shot.
No one special here in the chat room. He says, do you feel like because you're so talented on the microphone that people sometimes overlook your wrestling abilities?
Well, goddamn it! I mean, I worked as a manager in Ring of Honor for 2 years, so I couldn't blame them if they did.
Yeah.
I mean, I wrestled for IWC, IWCWrestling.com in Pittsburgh, and Chikara, and then I managed for Ring of Honor. So, I mean, many more people watch Ring of Honor than the other two. So of course they overlook my in-ring abilities. I don't blame them.
Was that ever frustrating for you? Would you have preferred to be more in ring, or do you just would you prefer
Not
just
Ring
to
of
be on
Honor,
there?
absolutely not. Those guys are fucking crazy. I mean, I look, man, I got paid well to do what I did, and there was no reason that I would want to get in there. I mean, some of these guys, I don't get it. I don't understand the drive at all. I like to go in there, Tennessee walk and talk. I like to stall. I like to buy time. I like to employ psychology. These Ring of Honor guys get in there and start kicking each other in the face in like the first 15 seconds. I don't get that at all. And I've never wanted to wrestle that style. And that remains the same. So, no, I never wanted to wrestle Ring of Honor. The three matches that I had for him, that was good. I was happy with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of that, we should have Claudio Castagnoli on later in the show. Do you have any memories of working with him or any road stories?
Yeah, he loves to eat at Subway.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. How could you?
Like every time. Now he might have moved on to Quiznos, but it's like every fucking time we wanted to stop to get food, he always wanted to eat at Subway. Other than that, Claudio and I have a very storied history. I've taken advantage of his stupidity a number of times. And, a number. Yeah, I mean, he's bigger than me a lot. He's stronger than me. But I've always been able to get the upper hand on him, so, it's not even supposed to be like that, so. That's all.
What was your sub of choice at the Subway?
Oven roasted chicken.
What was that?
Oven roasted chicken.
Oh, all right. That's a pretty good one.
I like the meatball.
Fuck the meatball. You kidding me? You put that in your bite?
You better believe it, baby. It's good for you.
Quiznos is better, though. You get that nice toasted sub. Yeah, I'm all about the Quiznos.
I hardly ever go to the Subway.
Yeah. Well, I think Larry had enough of us.
I think he had it with the Subway question.
Yeah. He seemed in quite a uplifting mood tonight, I have to say.
Well, I like meatball subs. I don't know what to tell you.
Meatball sub, I am out of here.
In high spirits and jovial.
Yeah. Well, this is a pretty good interview so far, though. I mean, he gave us some.
Should we try to get him back here? Or?
I don't know. Maybe he just lost connection because he said he was on a train, so.
Yeah. We'll try to get him back here quick, and if not, we'll be having Claudio up in about 12 minutes.
Excellent. All right, we'll go to break. Everybody, just hang on, see what happens.
I strongly advise anybody out there who appreciates anybody's work in the entertainment field, talk to them on the phone. It always goes fucking smooth.
This is Mike Modest and my big mouth, and you're listening to me on In Your Head, online.
All right, and we're back, and I believe Incher now is on the Pinky Sanchez list. Because he likes the meatball subs.
I didn't know if the meatball sub pissed him off and he hung up on us or what.
Talking about that kid. No, listen to me. I should stop talking about that kid, because me talking about him has given him more of a rub than if I just kept my mouth shut and kicked his ass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think he'd be really unknown if it wasn't for you, to be honest.
Well, he should be unknown. I mean, the kid's so fucking dumb and stupid and all that.
Can you give us an example?
No.
Well, all right then. So, you have anything coming up in the near future? If people can see you.
Well, I got a match somewhere down in Texarkana this Friday, and then 24 for AEW, Danny Daniels, All American Wrestling in Berlin, Illinois, 25 in Michigan City, September 25, that is. And then my next one for IWC Wrestling, which I really, really recommend people check out. You know, they had the Cage Fury, and it was quite the event.
Oh, cool.
And I'm not going to be back there until November 20th. But believe me, I'll be filling in the dates.
Yeah.
I'll be popping around and bopping around. So.
We got a caller on the line for Larry. Who is this?
Actually, I was calling because of Larry Sweeney. It's Robbie Ellis.
Oh, man. We got Robbie Ellis here.
Rob, yep. Robbie, is this you?
Yeah, is this Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Is Larry Sweeney there?
Yeah, Robbie, it's me.
Oh, fantastic. I just found out that you were on and 2 seconds ago, so I figured I'd call in because, man, I haven't seen you for such a long time.
Oh, my God, Rob. I mean...
And you're one of my great
geez, man. Listen,
I think the last time we saw each other probably was at Quackenbush's wedding. I'm not sure.
No. I tell you after that, because we talked July of last year, and you were really trying to throw a few things my way. And,
right.
Yeah, brother. Congratulations on this canvas, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure it's going to be quite the movie.
I wish you could see it. It's doing great it's getting accepted to a lot of really good film festivals where the director is really excited about it. It's so hard for me to judge because it's about me, so I feel stupid when I say it.
Right, exactly.
It's very tough, but it looks like a good movie, and it's doing it's getting accepted almost so far, almost every festival it's entered. So that's kind of exciting. Anyway, I didn't call to talk about me. I called to talk about you. I'm so pleased to have this chance. I'm glad that you're really doing so well. It's great news. My wife also said...
Well, Robbie, out of all the people that I've met in my life with pro wrestling, or however you want to phrase that,
you're the best.
You're great. You're great. And listen, shoot me, because I don't want to give my phone number out over this public radio show. But shoot me an email at larrysweeney@gmail.com, would you, with your number, and I'll give you a call, and then we can actually catch up, okay?
That would be fantastic. I didn't get the email address, though. Larry.
I can send it to you if you want.
Sweeney, just like my name is spelled. Larry Sweeney, LarrySweeny.
EY.
Yeah, EY at gmail.com.
I'm sorry, what?
Gmail.
At Gmail.
Email, okay, good. I got it. That's easy. Yeah. I'll do that, Larry. Hey, nice to talk to you, and we'll talk again for sure.
To hear from you.
You're my hero.
Love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Bye-bye.
All right, brother. I'll talk with you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling in, Robbie.
Yeah, hey, my pleasure. Believe me, you're the legend, my friend. Talk to you later.
Fuck that.
Was he talking to Jack or was he talking to Larry?
I think it could be both. What's wrong with both?
But everybody's
he was calling me a legend, and I said, fuck that. Like, you guys are definitely not legends.
Oh, come on now.
Nobody's making that mistake.
I'm the power goat.
I am the internet icon.
Pathetic, both of those things.
Well,
I'm pathetic too. I don't want to be left out.
I think we've already established that one, Barb.
Okay.
Well, Barb wouldn't know if he was pathetic, too. He didn't want to feel left out.
Yeah, you're all pathetic. But, you help out the business a little bit, so, I appear on your show, This is like, I mean, I appeared for Danny Daniels. Nobody knew that was coming. So when it came out, I was like, ooh. And then Pittsburgh is completely different. Those fans, I've made a few appearances there. But me appearing on your show, not that you have a way of rating it, because I'm sure you don't. But I've got to be the most compelling and interesting guest that you could possibly have on. After all the shit that's gone down, I've got to be number one. And you guys, you do the business a favor because you do the show and whatnot. But anybody who's good with technology or the internet or any of that bullshit, I definitely don't trust them, and I generally don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that on my resume.
In your head, generally not trusted or liked. I think we found a new catchphrase.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, if you... What was that?
I said it's the truth, so do what.
Larry's going all Tony Danza on us.
What's that?
Did you hear that clip where Tony Danza was talking crap about this news reporter before, like, he came on the air, but he was actually on the air? It's kind of like that.
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, they play it on Howard Stern all the time if you listen to him.
Yeah, well, Stern ain't the same. I mean, everything's Artie. I mean, it's such a goddamn tragedy.
Yeah.
And Artie really made that show in my mind, and so I don't really listen to Stern that much anymore.
Well, it's definitely lacking something, because I really enjoyed it with Artie.
Well, it's lacking a lot. I mean, they don't want to replace him.
Yeah.
You know, so they're in a picture, too. They don't want to replace him, but, you know, I mean, here it is, September. It's been 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean, especially with Howard talking about not renewing his contract, which I don't believe for a second. I'm sure he'll renew it. But, you know, it ain't good.
Well, he's been talking a lot about other avenues he might go down recently, so I don't know. It seems questionable. A month ago I said he's renewing for sure, but who knows?
What other avenues? I mean, he ain't doing American Idol.
Nah, he seems like he's talking about doing the internet. Seems like he wants to start like a pay site. But
what do you mean do with the internet? How do you do the internet?
You do it, man. You just get in there, knuckle deep, baby. Nah, like doing a show on the internet, like a pay site, like Alvarez or something.
Oh, yeah. He's going to reduce himself to that level? I don't think so. Not for 1 second.
Well, it sounds like that's what he's talking about, but I don't know. This is coming from a West Virginia's point of view, so I don't know what to tell you.
I thought about bringing him on as the fourth co-host.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Times are rough for Stern.
Well, I don't think he's coming. They did have Jim Brewer in recently, and he did the whole show as Joe Pesci, so maybe they're considering him for the Artie spot.
Well, hold on.
Uh-oh. They're hitting him up for something.
Oh, man. That's to let everybody know, though. If you go to CamdenFilmFest.org, check out Canvas Man Robbie Ellis story.
This is a gimmick. This is a gimmick. I mean, they could have Gaffigan in there. They could have, I mean, there are a bunch of fucking other comedians.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do that because that cuts out Artie's spot. And Artie's better than any of those motherfuckers would have been. And the goddamn truth is that it's so sad the reason that he left. Nobody knows how to talk about it. Nobody knows what to do about it. And, you know, so they're in a bind, man.
Yeah.
This is not in our words, but there are some people in our chat room earlier who were saying that you sounded bitter. Well, how would you answer that?
But I'm bitter?
Right.
Part of this business.
Comes along with the territory.
I mean, 10 years getting beaten up for little to no money, of driving the roads, even though there were a lot of good times. But, I mean, I'm very grateful for all the things that have happened, but bitterness, yeah, sure I'm bitter. I'm very grizzled about the business. You know, very grizzled. I mean, you know, I'm 29 years old. I need to start a career that can actually sustain me. You know, I mean, I got to go back to school, become a chiropractor or something like that. I mean, am I bitter against the wrestling business? Hell yeah, I'm bitter. I had a great fucking girlfriend. The best. But wrestling was more important to me than her. She lived with me for 2 years back when I was living in Bethlehem, PA. And then she left. She had no choice. Am I bitter because she left? Well, the truth of the matter is it was a pretty mutual breakup, but yeah, brother, I'm bitter. And I don't mind saying it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that makes me any less of a person. At all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm bitter. I'm on a goddamn train going down to move into Quincy, Louisiana, so that I can fucking wrestle for $100 on a match, or $150 if I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm bitter. Hell yeah, I'm bitter. And anybody who thinks they're like, that's some like condemnation of me, like, oh, Larry's bitter, like, what an asshole. Like, fuck them. I'm not interested in them. There's, hell yeah, I'm bitter. That's my response.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, we hate to let you go here, but we actually have to call Claudio Castagnoli. We scheduled here a couple minutes ago. But right. We do thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, fellas. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always good catching up with Larry.
Take care of yourself, all right?
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, brother.
All right.
Hey, this is Claudio Castagnoli. I am very European, and you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com.